And welcome in, everyone, once again, high above the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. I'm JJ Sylvia, joined alongside myself by my partner and cousin, Mr. Carter Sylvia, for another installment of Somerset-Berkley boys basketball here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV. And Carter, it's the Sweet 16, and we were talking on the way to the gym today. Leominster's probably the most talented squad the Raiders have met all season. The tests will just keep on getting tougher the rest of the way back to the Final Four.
For sure, John, and the matchup of this game and the intensity that Leominster's brought just in the warm-up is really impressive to watch, and tonight's going to be a barn burner just like last game.
We use the phrase barn burner a lot, but as you're going to see throughout this game, the crowd has increased significantly in size from the last time we saw you here in this gymnasium. But for this Leominster squad, Carter, Osiris Lopez is going to carry a lot of the load. He's a three-star football athlete getting offers from Boston College and Syracuse, so all eyes are going to be on him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they really got to be cautious of what he can do on the court and also what he can do on the field, of course. But tonight, they really have to stay on him because, especially the film that we watched on him, if he starts getting going, it's going to be a long night.
A long night indeed, but for a Raiders squad that always plays like a team, it should be a good opportunity for them to try and show how teamwork makes the dream work.
For sure, John. Teamwork is always the name of the game, but I think for this game tonight, they really got to start off quick because last game they did not start off great, and Minichog really took advantage in that first quarter.
Let's head down to the court as we do player introductions and the national anthem. We'll be right back here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV. Well, here we go, Mr. Cotte. The wait is over. Sweet 16 basketball about to get underway inside the vet. So glad you could all join us tonight here on SB Blue Raider Studios and Somerset Access TV. Carter, what's the big thing you're looking for from the hometown Raiders to start tonight?
Like I said in the pregame, they really got to start off strong. If they don't start off strong this game, I think this Blue Devils team is a lot more talented than that Minichog team. They'll take advantage a lot better than they did.
Let's meet the starting lineups for these two squads. First, for the visiting Leominster Blue Devils, it will be Sigfrido Carrillo along with Osiris Lopez, and he will be joined by Jack Dada, Jaden Johnson, and of course, Keenan Michael. And for the Raiders, the usual suspects, Finn Bjork, Dom Taylor, Max Finlaw, Brendan McDonald, and Colton Pacheco. Raiders win the tip, and we are underway. Steal for Pacheco, trying to get up the floor. That one bounced away from him, back to Carrillo, and he will give way to Jaden Johnson. Perimeter swing ensuing for the Blue Devils. Inside, Carrillo, the bounce pass for the cutting, Osiris Lopez.
Yeah, great play there.
No foul call either. Fast break chance brewing for the Blue Devils. And a travel call missed the alley-oop for Osiris Lopez. Puts it off glass.
As I said in the pregame, Osiris Lopez is going to be a problem in this game. They really got to do a better job in marking him inside the paint because he'll keep putting up buckets.
Now Bjork, the corner three. He got it. This Raider offense looking like they're much more in sync than they were in quarter one of their last game. He'll give it across Finlaw. Max Finlaw backing his man down. Pulls up. Got it. Beautiful body control by Max Finlaw. And the Raiders jump back in the lead 9-8. Pass inside by Laura. Intercepted. Dom Taylor on the fast break. Got stripped by Jaden Johnson. It will stay. Raiders still pacing back and forth with their road opponent in the Leominster Blue Devils here in this Sweet 16 matchup with so much at stake. Dom Taylor straight away. Yes, sir. What a shot from Dom Taylor. And it's 12-8 Raiders. A fast break chance on the other end is easy money for Reed Richard. Blue Devils another chance. They can't cash in. That miss was by Reese Laura. Here comes McDonald the other way. End-to-end finish.
Brendan McDonald showing that football athleticism, really putting on a show tonight as they're going to need him to.
Lead down just a bit. Shot clock is off, so if Leominster wants it, they can have the rest of this quarter. A three-pointer on the way. Laura can't connect. Under 10, Raiders got to hurry. McDonald Steps into a three-pointer. You bet. 21-10 Raiders. A heave at the buzzer. Goes over the backboard. And the first quarter comes to an end here inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. Back above the vet, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raiders Studios in Carter. A bit of a slow start for both teams, but the Raiders starting to really show that grit at the end of quarter one.
Oh yeah, for sure, John. Always, in usual Somerset-Berkley fashion, they start pouring on the scoring. As for the Leominster Blue Devils, the efficiency really just wasn't there in that quarter.
Let's see if Leominster can bounce back and try to draw even once more with the Raiders, as they did many times in quarter one. Back in a flash here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raiders Studios on YouTube. Lead the visiting Leominster Blue Devils 21-10 here in the Sweet 16 of the MIAA Division II Basketball State Tournament. A stop and pop on the way will fall for Michael Keenan. Good start to quarter two for the Blue Devils.
Great start there by Michael Keenan. They're really going to need to find that open space in the mid-range, which seems what they've been trying to do for the start of this game.
Bjork drives in, count it, and the foul.
Finn Bjork put on a little shimmy in the paint, starts doing a little Euro steps, and draws an and one.
Swing. Blue Devils can't find any open shooters yet. 10 on the shot clock. Carrillo spinning and winning. Beautiful work by Sigfrido Carrillo.
Great play there by Carrillo. Really showing why he's one of the key players on this Leominster team, putting on a show there against Finn Bjork playing defense.
That is so well-rounded in terms of chemistry and work ethic. Just the team that any great basketball coach would want. Three-pointer on the way from Carrillo will fall. Sigfrido Carrillo starting to put his stamp on this game here in the second quarter. And it's back down to a 9-point Raider lead. Outside Michael Keenan, his three-pointer comes up strong. Rebound tipped up by Bjork, and now McDonald. For Taylor, a beautiful pass and an even better finish. Off by a combination of McDonald and Pacheco. Now Pacheco. Looking for an option, finds his captain, Brendan McDonald. McDonald back for Pacheco. Shaking, baking, spinning, floating, won't go. On the fast break the other way. Counted in the foul for Sigfrido Carrillo. Foul's going to be on Finn Bjork, and the Leominster Blue Devils, Carter, quickly storming back here in quarter two.
As I said before, they're not letting this game slip away from him. And as for Carrillo, he's really been impressed at the watch today, both shooting from the three-point line and driving to the bucket, getting nice and one lays. Putting their stamp on this game, as they're not going to let them come back easily.
Another miss for Leominster. McDonald, count it, and the foul.
Great play there by Brendan McDonald. This is why he's one of the best guards in the state. No matter, he can do it all.
Second foul on Michael Keenan for Somerset-Berkley, 35-22. 13-point advantage here at home. A three-pointer on the way will bring it down a bit. Nice shot from Michael Keenan to redeem himself for the last foul, Carter.
Yeah, great job there by Keenan. Really redeeming himself after the foul, as you said. And the Raiders really got to key up on those three-pointers, because it seems like the Blue Devils are really knocking them down.
McDonald drives, trying to kick for Laura, picked off by Osiris Lopez, and now Johnson. Johnson for Carrillo, back to the corner, another three from Michael Keenan against Keenan, and here come the Blue Devils with a minute and a half left. Keenan thought about another three, now he'll drive and dish. Osiris Lopez strong, the putback, however, is true for Sigfrido Carrillo.
Carrillo's really been all over the court today. No matter where he is, he always seems to find the back of the bucket.
But he's working one-on-one. McDonald, the drive baseline. Outside Pacheco, the high arcer. You got it! Under a minute to play. in the half. Raiders lead back up to 11.
The Raiders continuing to be relentless on not letting the Blue Devils come back in this game. Whenever it seems that the Blue Devils are going to go on the run, the Raiders make a three or make a crucial bucket that keeps their lead intact.
He'll drive himself, ran into Data, and it's a turnover. Shot clock's off. Leominster has the rest if they need it. The bump off and a finish for Osiris Lopez. Now the Raiders can have the last shot with under 10. McDonald with 5 for Finlaw. Max is trapped, puts it up, and it's a bit short as half number 1 comes to an end here in Somerset. Back up just before halftime. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And Carter, there were struggles for both squads in quarter number 1, but quarter number 2 showed us just why both these teams are as deep in this state tournament as they are.
For sure, John. That both teams have really showed exactly why they're here, and I think for the rest of this game, it's only going to be more high scoring.
And Carter, what's one player from each team that you would expect to do that high scoring the rest of the way, should their teams be able to grab a W and move on to the Elite Eight?
For the Blue Devils, I think it's going to be Osiris Lopez. He's really had an impact this game. Not as much as the flashiness of his play, but more of just being in the right places at the right time. And as for the Raiders, it doesn't really matter because I think the whole team can really score and make an impact.
Carter and I were talking about it before pregame. A lot of guys on this squad for Somerset-Berkley shooting 40, 50, 60% from the field. You can really count on anyone in this lineup, so I think you make a good point.
Yeah, for sure, John, but if I had to pick one player who's going to make an impact in the second half, it has to be Max Finlaw. He's really put his stamp on this game as having a great game.
Let's see if Finlaw can lead his team to an Elite Eight matchup, or if Leominster will be able to pull off an underdog victory with the help of Osiris Lopez. Only time will tell. Second half coming up in just a bit on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Back inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, also known as the Vet, JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, along with you for Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And Carter, 12 points from Sigfrido Carrillo, 12 points from Finn Bjork to pace both these squads. A lot more offense going to be needed in the second half as both defenses have stiffened up.
Yeah, for sure, especially for the Blue Devils. I mean, they haven't had as much contribution from the rest of the players on the team, unlike the Raiders, who all their starting 5 gets a lot of points.
And if you're Bob Slater, Carter, what was your message to your squad in the locker room during halftime? You're up by a decent amount. You have a nice cushion, and you're trying to find a way to finish off strong. What would you say?
I would say don't let the cushion get to you. Just because you have a 9-point lead, 9 points can go away in 15 seconds. So just that's the message I would give.
16 more minutes left to play, at least here tonight at the Vet. Let's head down to the court as we start half number 2. For Data. Now McDonald with speed finds Finlaw. And now Bjork. Finn Bjork driving on Osiris Lopez, and 1!
Finn Bjork cannot be stopped. Game after game after game, he keeps drawing and 1 fouls, and usually makes the free throw.
Johnson had it stripped from him by Taylor. What an effort as he hits the deck. Blue Devils will keep it. Now Osiris Lopez goes across the court. Reese Laura for 3. He got it. Reese Laura from downtown. First bucket in a bit for Leominster as they try to claw back into this one. 50-36, Somerset-Berkley. Johnson off the handoff. Going back for Data. He'll drive with the Euro and finish. Jack Data trying to light a fire underneath this Blue Devil squad with 3 minutes to play in quarter 3. Pacheco to the corner, Finlaw. Max was glued to. Now McDonald. Brendan going back for Colton Pacheco. He nearly lost it, now he has it. Pacheco crossing over to the corner, Dom Taylor. Great defense on this possession by the Blue Devils. McDonald outside Bjork, 6 on the shot clock. Bjork puts it up. And at least so far as another miss for Data. Bjork the board. Now McDonald working on Data. Spins around and drives. McDonald got it.
Brendan McDonald putting on the moves on Data, really just going right around him with the spin move and putting it under and over for an easy layup.
Inside for Data, working on a much bigger man, goes all the way across. Michael Keenan comes up strong. O board for Osiris Lopez. Leominster resetting with Jaden Johnson. His three-pointer, yes, sir! Jaden Johnson from downtown. Leominster not going away just yet. Raider lead back down to 13. McDonald crossing over. The bounce pass for the cutting. Max Finlaw.
Brendan McDonald showing his elite court vision. And as for Max Finlaw, really just finding that open space.
Pacheco fighting for the board. He has it. Colton Pacheco. Across half court. Stops in the paint. The layup will fall. Art in motion from Colton Pacheco.
Osiris Lopez caught lacking. Lazy defense result to Colton Pacheco to go under him with an easy finger roll lay.
And Pacheco drew the charge. What an effort from the Raiders' leading scorer. Raiders in the bonus now.
They really want to throw him off his game.
Pacheco. The downtown drill. 30 to play. Max Fence, quarter number 3 comes to an end from inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia up with you once more. And Carter, as we take a look at this bracket, Burncoat was leading Pope Francis at half. I'm not sure if that has changed, but we're going to be watching that Burncoat-Pope Francis game the rest of the way to see who the winner of this game will play.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big matchup. Burncoat is definitely the underdogs going in, as the 3-seed Pope Francis is really just a powerhouse in Division II for basketball. And if the Raiders win this game, I hope for their sake that they don't have to play Pope Francis so they can get an easier game till they get to the Final Four.
I'm actually going to have to disagree with you, Carter. I would rather the Raiders play Pope Francis and beat them. You never want to see a team get lacking even in a little bit of a sense. You want them battle-tested all the way through. And battle both these teams well as we look towards the fourth and final quarter here on Somerset Access TV and SB Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Lopez can't finish. The putback attempt also unsuccessful from Jack Data. Here come the Raiders the other way. Crook in the paint, goes outside. Max Finlaw, corner 3. He got it. Max Finlaw from downtown. And Carter, you said he needed to step up. Looks like he is.
Yeah, for sure, John. As I said, he's one of those players who can really do it all. Just like the whole, as I said before, the whole starting 5 really can do everything. And he explained it right there with that nice three-pointer.
The three-point line. McDonald for Crook. Inside Pacheco. Can't get it to go off glass. Jaden Johnson the other way. Johnson end-to-end. Count it. And the foul.
That's a huge bucket for the Blue Devils right there. That could be the bucket and hopefully the free throw for them that can keep them in this game.
Trying to get it himself. Can't convert either. Carrillo feeds it up for Jack Data. Blocked by Dom Taylor. And a vicious one at that. McDonald, the bounce pass on the fast break. And Finlaw with the finish.
Great play there by Dom Taylor on defense to make the nice block as the Raiders respond with a great layup.
McDonald trying to go end to end. He cannot skip outboard Pacheco. Back for McDonald, corner 3. There's the dagger. Brendan McDonald makes it a near 30-point Raider lead. And Leominster cannot match. McDonald looking to put it up over 30 for the Raider lead. Got fouled. And now Finlaw working on Reed Richard. Finlaw spins in the paint. Got it. Max Finlaw all over the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, it looks like my prediction was right, John. He has really been the X factor for this Raider team today.
And you were saying he needed to be. And Max Finlaw will check out to a huge round of applause. One that is well deserved after an excellent effort, especially here in the second half. Pacheco working on Keenan, goes back for Alex Crook, and now Taylor. Dom Taylor on the drive. That's another finish. Everybody getting involved, everybody scoring, and everybody playing great defense. Just another game for the Raiders here at the Vet. Lead about to swell up to 40 in a bit. Pacheco, the steal off the botched pass. Colton Pacheco on the drive with the right hand, can't finish, got his own board. Now back for Crook to the corner. Langlois for Taylor, outside three, short. Rebound battled for by Crook. He got it back and put it in. Gotta love the grittiness from Alex Crook.
Oh, for sure, John. The Raiders showing no mercy here in this fourth quarter. Just putting on an onslaught of points.
Jaden Johnson with the bucket for Leominster. Makes it 81-46, and Bob Slater to play here in Somerset. Crook goes outside. Zach King on the drive. He'll finish. And a nice display of control there by King.
Yeah, Zach King putting on his, also a football player, having nice hands to control the ball and put up, as I say, all the time, the easy lay.
Carpenter, Langlois, King, and Lauro on the floor for the Raiders. Alex Crook on the drive. He'll finish with the right hand. A 39-point Raider lead, 85-46. And the Warm the Buses chants begin from the Somerset-Berkley student fan section. We will be moving on to the Elite Eight, where they will play the winner of Burncoat and Pope Francis. And depending on who wins, it will decide whether we see another home game this season here at the Vet. Lauro on the drive. Looks like it'll be a jump ball call, possession arrow favoring the Raiders once more. Carpenter will inbound with 1:31 left. Carpenter gets it in for Lauro. That's a finish. And a 40-point Raider lead, 87-47. This second half has been all Somerset-Berkley.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter really who, even the deep in the bench. It seems everyone's getting on the score sheet tonight.
Silva starts a perimeter swing, and now Maynard working on Langlois. He tried to put it up, got blocked partially. Here comes Langlois the other way. Now Carpenter, his step in three. A bit strong. Zach King the O-board. And a timeout as Bob Slater will send in Max Hansen to replace Jacob Lauro. Clock is running the rest of the way. At least it was a little bit. Now it's stopped with 54.4 to go. Now Dos Santos starts a swing, back to Caven. He'll drive, right hand, and the finish. A tough one for Caven Dos Santos, and he gives the little man emote afterwards. 42-point Raider lead. My, oh my, such pure, sheer control of this game the Raiders have had here in the second half. Maynard going inside for McKenna. McKenna gets it back at the free throw line, can't finish. Rebound for Joseph De Silva. He had it stripped from him, and here come the Raiders, who will dribble out the clock and finish this one off with a 42-point victory, 89-47, and they will move on to play the winner of Burncoat and Pope Francis in the Elite Eight of the MIAA D2 State Tournament. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia back with you once more, and Carter, the Raiders just dominated in the second half, what we would usually expect from the squad.
Oh yeah, for sure, John. In typical Raider fashion, especially this season, it was a dominant display, especially in the second half.
And for Leominster, Carter, despite the loss, you have to love the gritty defensive effort that they put up from first quarter to fourth quarter.
Oh, for sure, John. I saw a no give-up effort in that whole team, and they should be proud of the season they had this year.
A lot of pride to be given around. Raiders move on to the Elite Eight, and a big congratulations on a great season for the Leominster Blue Devils. But for now, Carter Sylvia and I step aside. For our entire Somerset Access TV crew, the Somerset-Berkley TV crew, and my partner Carter Sylvia, I'm JJ Sylvia, wishing you a good rest of your night from here at the Vet.